There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Oh, Peggy's cute. Okay, let's go into the killing room. Hope that killer isn't there to kill us.
Needs a key.
Is this way? Where is it?
That's not opening.
Oh, it was right here. This way?
A key? Was this
where?
always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
A key where? Oh, that key. Basement storage. This way? Yep.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
If we play where? Go all the way up? You saying to go all the way upstairs with this tape? You want me to go all the way upstairs? Why, unless... No, here's the tape deck. Where's eject? Eject.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait. George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Are you calling this picture a map? Is that what you're... Oh, there's more rooms here.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
Why does this radio station have such creepy cellars? So why did that one caller know this stuff.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek, drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst.
Wait, are you the killer or not?
I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say than I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough.
Wait, so you're a hired gun.
Whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy isn't gonna believe
Is
this.
she not gonna believe it? What's this?
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Shut up.
Nothing in there. Oh, there's a quarter here. What's it say?
Additionally, there
I'm
appears
reading-
to be a
hearing these all
post-mortem
out of order.
injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Car door. Armed. Nope, nothing over there. One over here.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
I don't want to do that. Oh, can I drop that? There we go. I think I found them all. I just found them out of order. Maybe I missed this one.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
I'm called for jogger, Miss Sandra Schaefer, and that body had been found washed up in the reservoir. drove out to investigate, was able to identify the body at the scene of that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office, and then the boy's parents. They informed me they had been seen him. Hadn't seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. Okay. This is... oops. This is the one that's right here, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we found them all. Just way out of order. There's a picture here. Yeah, we found them all just out of order. I think they were all about the same. Oh. Okay. 4 to 5 seconds, another 4 to 5 seconds left to that key depression, that to be bored unless you start beginning. There's the maintenance call code, alarm test, set off all the security measures, alarm test, deactivation code, and entry code. Yeah, this is a lot of... Wait, is this... Gabriel's Hospital, Steen's Gas Repair, Roller Ricky's Roller Rink, Set Apartments, Radio Station. Security systems. I think this is all the information I'm getting. Oh, there's more to do. Okay. I don't know what else you want me to do. Yeah, I found that one. Found all of these. Oh, hello, moth. Wow, I can't believe they animated a moth. Is there something over here that I didn't do? I just saw the hydrate. I'm sorry if I didn't notice it right away. Ah. I am very, very lost. And I would not mind if anybody has any ideas, feel free to input. Especially because these controls I still hate with a control stick. I wish I did this on Steam. Why is there two things pointing? Did I miss something over here? Or is it pointing to the picture?
This has to be important.
Sorry I made you do this, Virginia. We talked to Virginia. What do you mean? Deceased is a Caucasian male, age 18. Was Virginia being forced to do autopsies? I think we have everything now. I can't carry it all. I only have two hands. How do I am lost. I am lost in the maze of... Did I do that one? I did that one. So there it is. Can I go now? Up, and there's the battery. You just lost it. I'm here. Oh, I think I might have figured it out. Let me grab another controller. It's only me partially charged, but... Okay. I mean, active profile removed. What's that? What does that mean? Still more to do. What more? That just had the one clue, the recording. Boy, there we go.
This looks useful.
4 calls received from a jogger. Miss Sandra Sharp, where the body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I think I already saw this. I just didn't pick it up. Is this it? No. Don't think listen to the tape the last cabinet. I'm sorry I made you do this now. No, that one I already listened to the tape a while ago. I just didn't notice the note. That was... Is that this one? No, it wasn't this one. That was this one. This was like the third one we found.
Is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life
Did it?
and was chased,
Yeah,
resulting in a fall from
I did
a
this
height
one.
into a body of water where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he
this picture, did it? No. So the delivery note. Man, I wish this game would give you some like clues. Yeah, that's the... That was that thing we already found. Anything else around here now? Like, I'm about ready to just look up stuff I didn't think would be going on this long, but we've been taking so, long tonight with everything. I was thinking it was going to be a short stream, and right now we're going... It's not looking like it. There's nothing back here, right? There is, but I don't think I can... My gosh. Yeah, I can't pick up or do anything with these electronics. Oh, here's a map. The map they were talking about. Yeah, that map upstairs, though. Oh.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say... I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? You think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George
I was
died.
going to report it
What
all
did
now.
it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. The caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
Yep.
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the
Weird.
story. Post-mortem
Talking
injury.
all of them back to back.
Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio
that's just
producer,
bruising and
not a
stuff.
coroner.
The
If
written
it's after the
report
dies, no
doesn't mention it at
healing
all.
response.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But
Good job
yeah,
getting
not
an A.
important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. Alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but there's this next bit where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's
Yeah.
dark.
I know,
It's the truth.
but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
You killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on?
One wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident, and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
Huh, why are we still crouching?
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fretman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No.
He said that name
I
earlier.
don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
That name
Yeah.
earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know
we're saying
it's
this on
related to
public
what's happening
radio.
tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. As I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in.
Better discuss it.
He started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no, but, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's
Oh,
never
sucks.
going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
No point.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia. So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
Alright, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. Discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
Alright, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
You've got my number.
Wow.
But what about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called, Forrest.
Of course. Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd chase after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
I want to scare her. Not like any of these. None of these are like. I'll be direct.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I could lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
You
I
covered
didn't
up the
know
murder of
saying
a boy
calling
for
her
a
low.
dance studio? That's low, Sandra.
I didn't know that's what it was saying. I thought it was saying it's low of him.
Oh, look at the time. It sure is late. I have to go. I'll drive home now or just drive.
No.
Sorry.
Well,
I might have gone a bit hard on her.
a bit?
All right. Let's just move on. Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts
Well, I messed that
what's
up.
going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
When's the autosave? 7:35. That's too long ago. No, that's 3 minutes ago.